I'm Jiyeon and I'm going to talk about global carbon dioxide emission. Carbon footprint includes not only mankind's activity, but also the whole amount of carbon dioxide generating directly or indirectly in product making process. Products, services, and mankind's activities that consume products may make carbon footprints as people make footprint on the road. If you look at picture on the left, you can see top 5 countries that make the largest carbon footprint: China, United States, Russia, India, and Japan. As you can see in the chart, there is little difference in ranking between 2008 and 2009. There is a difference between Russia and India only. This means that CO2 is emitted a lot by almost the same countries each year. But these 5 countries are not same at all. Please look at the figure on the screen. This figure shows a percentage changes in 2009 against 2008. Some countries have plus figure and some countries have a minus figure. We may have questions about this material. First, both China and United States are emitted many CO2 each year. Why CO2 emission increases in China and why CO2 emission decreases in United States? Secondly, what is the difference between plus change and minus change? There is slightly increasing trend of CO2 emission on the left, and there is a slightly decreasing trend on the right. It means that China keeps development policy without any concern of environment. Imprudent emission of CO2 causes many side effects, so we must decrease CO2 emissions steadily like United States. Then, what makes difference between increase and decrease of CO2 emission? I think the answer is difference of pursuit. Some countries want to develop much more, so they operate plants and it causes CO2 emission. On the other hand, some countries think environment is important. They try to do sustainable development for their descendants. So CO2 emits less. Thank you for your attention.
My name is Lee Dae-yeon. I will show you how. Start. I will show you how carbon dioxide is emitted into the air while making paper. As you can see this picture, teacher. 응? 어떻게 해야 돼? Okay. No, start. Sorry. I will show you how carbon dioxide is emitted into the air while making paper. As you can see this picture, the first process is to cut down the trees. The trees absorb carbon dioxide and emit oxygen. If people would cut down the trees, more and more carbon dioxide could be in the air. Next step is to dissolve the tree in water and then dry and cut. Finally, pack the paper. In this part, carbon dioxide is emitted by using fossil fuels. Transportation is the largest part of carbon dioxide emissions because trucks use fossil fuels. This is a place where the paper destined to be recycled is stored. The heat is needed to recycle the paper, so fossil fuels are used to melt the paper. Therefore, it makes carbon dioxide. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is So Jae-hyun. The term carbon footprint is that our daily livers, while car and heating fuel, electricity supplies that cause emission of carbon dioxide means. I will be presenting global carbon dioxide emission. Shown in the 26th, the amount of global carbon dioxide emissions is shown by the first American, second is China, Russia is third. According to 28 surveys of the total emissions of 2.8 billion tons of carbon dioxide is known. How much will the personal carbon emissions? According to the data, the United States, Russia, Japan, China, and India is in order. United States 20.6 tons and Russia 10.6 tons, 9.9 tons in Japan is very high. Why are so many carbon dioxide emissions would be? First, the car exhaust and the factory exhaust can say. These days, the number of cars increased sharply, while the carbon dioxide emissions are increasing. Second is the using of fossil fuel. In the winter than in summer, there are more to carbon dioxide emissions. Third, the waste is incinerated of carbon dioxide from burning garbage too. And the more thing to say is animals like cow. The carbon dioxide of cattle's cats is more than the car's exhaust gases. Thus, in order to reduce carbon dioxide emissions more, we will all have to work.
Hello, my name is Han Pyo-hyun and I'd like to talk today about global carbon dioxide emissions. This is a list of top 5 countries by 2007 carbon dioxide emissions. China and United States absolutely occupy a large proportion, followed by Russia, India, and Japan. This chart is a little bit different from our textbook because China has recently overtaken the United States and became the world's top producer of carbon dioxide emissions, as you can see in this graph. There is 2 ways measuring carbon dioxide emissions. The total amount of carbon dioxide produced by the whole country on the left side, or the amount of carbon dioxide produced by each person on the right side. We can see that some countries have high total emissions but low per person emissions. While total emissions of China are going up, they are still less than 1/4 of those of the United States on a per person basis. That's because China's population of 1.3 billion people is more than 4 times that of the United States. If you look at this graph, global carbon dioxide emissions have been increasing dramatically. They became a serious global problem. So countries should cooperate one another and make effort to lower their CO2 emissions. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Jeon Han-jun. My presentation title name is Climate Change. Topic 5. As you see the graph, temperature is increasing gradually. It has more faster rate than past. It is one of the famous features happened by climate change. Arctic's glacier is melting down now. It causing ecosystem problem to Arctics. It present our Korea's land area over the years. 20 years later, 60 years later, 90 years later, land gets smaller. It is a result of glacial melting. Maybe next 10 years later, this small island will be sank. Netherlands has the land that lower than ocean's altitude. They use them now, but it will also be sank by glacial melting. So, what we need to do to prevent glacial melting by climate change? The main reason of climate change is the fossil fuel, the blue graph, and electricity, the sky color graph. They emit carbon dioxide while generating energy. Carbon dioxide causes climate change, so we must save energy. Use your food rather than car. It can save lots of energy. Another reason is beef. Cow emits methane gas while they eating. It is less effective than carbon dioxide, but one of main reasons to climate change. So, be a vegetarian also can help to prevent climate change. Thank you.
My topic is sea level rise and global warming. Sea level are already on the rise as a result of increasing temperature because the ocean expands as they warm up. But until now, scientists have had a poor understanding of how quickly ice sheets, such as those in Greenland and Antarctica, will begin to disappear. This figure shows the change in annually average sea level at 23 geologically stable tide gauge sites with long-term records as selected by Douglas. The thick dark line is a 3-year moving average of the records. This data indicated a sea level rise of 18.5 centimeter from climate change is progressing and easily observable in nature right now. Greenland's ice sheets are melting. We may need to live with it, so we have to be more responsible with our money and stop spending it on worse and starting planning for how we are going to adapt to climate change and sea level rise if we can adapt at all. Our resource is finite, including finance to adapt to climate change. Sea level rise is going to increase and cities like Miami will be underwater in 100 years or so. That's it. That's all.
Hello, my name is Hojun. Now, I'd like to talk about Gulf Stream for the example of climate change. Before talking about Gulf Stream in detail, I want to talk about general circulation of the ocean. Look at this picture. Ocean water circulates all around the world because of the density gap between streams. And this picture shows it. The red line is warm and upper stream. The blue line is cool and lower stream. The circulation has role to conduct heat to cold region. That is, it is global heat management system. Then look at this picture. This picture shows Gulf Stream. Gulf Stream conducts heat to West Europe. That's why West Europe has higher temperature than other same latitude regions. But if global warming degenerates, glacier will melt, and the cold water will meet Gulf Stream. Then because of this inflow, Gulf Stream will stop. So the heat source of West Europe will be blocked and West Europe will